ULTI.TV.
Okay, good morning everybody. Day 2 BCI. We've got Heads of State versus Fyshwick United. And we're set up and ready to go before the first point today, so whatever happened today was better than what happened yesterday morning. So two proud teams here looking to fight it out. We've got Heads of State on defence to start. Once again, apologies, I don't really know that many people's names. It's a bit hard to see who is who on the little monitor here I watched the game on. So please bear with me. It's a beautiful morning. Similar to yesterday morning, it's almost no wind at all. And we're up for the pool 3 minutes after the time cap actually went. Nice pool. Look, quite a lot of dew on the ground, I should mention. Making it quite slippery. The disc certainly would be slippery. As soon as it hits the ground, it will be... there's a lot of loose cut grass on the ground too that might stick to the disc, so there's a few of those things going on that the players will need to be aware of. Heads of State going out with a zone to start with. Hammer by Jono Holmes to the midfield. Makes some metres out on the side there. That's good play. And the zone runs and covers again, and Fyshwick drops some ground. Jono Holmes again with the swing. Oh, great layout in the cup there, but it's created a hole that they could go through to the end zone. Goal, Fyshwick. Go up 1-0 early in the game. Okay, we've got Brevin with the pool. He's been kind enough to put me up this weekend, letting me stay with his family. Thanks, Brev, you're a legend. And that's a legendary pool coming back in the field of play. A couple of metres back in the end zone. Great effort, and looks like Fyshwick have got a man. It's Owen Shepherd dishing off really quickly. Deep shot in the end. Carlos picks up the disc. It's about everyone I know on Hoss, I apologise. To the end zone. Oh, just in front of the end zone. Hoss knocking on the door. Inside out to Owen Shepherd. Layout on the D, not enough. And that's a goal. Great little breakthrough there. Making it 1-1. Okay, Hoss with the pull. Nice pull. Lands in bounds, always a good thing. Jono Holmes flicks towards the middle. I think that's Warwick Shepherd. Puts up the big flick. Going to have to read it well. Great read. I don't think that's in the end zone, just out the front. Like a little bit more hustle from the Fyshwick guys. Now they lose a lot of metres. Back to Jono Holmes. 27 with the disc. Back to Jono. Looking for a quick option. And they go from 1 metre out to about 5 metres out of the end zone. Leading to Warwick Shepherd. Good person with the disc out the front of the end zone. Hammer. Crossfield. Lovely hammer by Warwick. Sees the fat side. Hits the fat side. And that's a goal 2-1 to Fyshwick United. Right, Brevin with the pull. Nice spin manoeuvre. Very high, going out. Oh, great pull. Lands in the end zone, rolls back probably about almost 10 metres deep, although these fields are shorter than normal fields, so I'm sure the pullers need to adjust for that. I reckon they're about 5 to 10 metres shorter due to some rugby and soccer goals on the outside. Carlos going to the end zone. Very fast. Great defensive bid there, but not enough, and Carlos gets the D in good spirit there. That makes it 2-0. We're on serve. No turnovers so far, I believe. Okay, and Hoss with the pull. Just thought I'd shout out to Big Tom in Wellington if you're watching. Lovely gentleman who let me stay at his house at Wellington during the New Zealand Nationals earlier this year. Hope your hand gets better, mate. Looking forward to seeing those big flicks. Right, good D to shut down the cutting lane there. Forces the disc back wide. Hoss looks like they've been drilling their marking very well. Jonathan Holmes there slipping over on this slippery grass. Oh, great pick up there. Big slide. Dump straight back to Jono. And there's an opportunity in front to the end zone. Just in front, not quite in yet. Looking for the scuba. Might be a better option than that. Bumps it out to the outside. Swing. Very good offense from both teams now. Very patient, waiting for their options. It's the swing. Looking to generate something. Jono jinking for a dump inside to the end zone. Nice layout. That's a goal to Fyshwick. Still no turns. Great ultimate. Okay, Brevin again with the pull. It's a great pull last time. A lot of air time there. Very similar to the last pull. Bounces. Always good to get the pull to bounce with this kind of slippery grass. Puts a bit of grass and dirt on the Frisbee. Disc goes deep. AJ underneath it, closing on the D. Can't get it. Knocks the hat off though. Force back on, inside out. Goal. Hoss. And that's 3-all. Still no turnovers. Fantastic ultimate. Looks like whichever defense can step up and get the turn is going to make a big difference in this game. And Hoss with the pull. Very still almost no wind at the moment at all. Maybe a tiny breath here and there, but nothing really to affect the throws. Oh, and there's the D. Good run through D there. And that's a turnover up the right end for Hoss. Let's see if their D can convert or if Fyshwick's O can fight and get it back. Jono Holmes on the mark. Up. Great defense. Warwick Shepherd there getting it back. Brevin with the disc swings it out. A couple of options there outside. Jono Holmes puts it up deep. Bit floaty. The taller gentleman there with the read and the box and takes the goal. Bigger body, taller guy, and Fyshwick survived that turn and hold on to serve. So 4-3. Okay, Andrew Jackson with the disc, ready to pull for Fyshwick United. Disc goes up. Good depth into the end zone. Fyshwick are there after the first pass. Looks like they're playing a wide zone, very deep wall. Just trying to hold it in the middle there. Very interesting sort of structure there. I haven't seen much like this before. Almost like a Japanese type zone, although I'm not really expert in these things. Like 4 people in a line. It's almost like a very active fence. Certainly making Hoss make some throws. Owen Shepherd in the middle. Oh, little hole there. Gets in front of the wall. Oh, just sneaks it through there. Oh, Andrew Jackson just goes past his fingers for a possible D. Hoss making lots of throws. Deep of this zone is doing quite well. There's really been no over-the-top shots. It's the mark's sort of straight up, and they're sort of just giving him those little ones. And good crashing there to stop Owen getting it. Sort of, I guess there's less space to defend when you get close to the end zone, so these zones sometimes pay off. Lots of looking backwards and looking around from the people in the fence, which is good to see. And Hoss don't seem to be able to find a way into the end zone. They just seem to be happy to just keep it alive and just wait. There it is. Goal to Heads of State. But good defence by Fyshwick there, making them throw lots of passes and had probably 2 looks at the disc. Right, and the pull by Hoss. Do you know what sort of defence that was, Carlos? Okay. Oh, Jono Holmes puts it out in front for Warwick Shepherd. Takes it high. Bit of rundown and the swing out. Goal. 5-4 to Fyshwick. Still no breaks. Still only the 2 turns in that 1 point. So great display of offensive Frisbee here. Okay. Looks like Bevan's back with the pulling duties. Landing around about the end zone line there. Once again, putting it on an angle so the disc hits the ground. It's really good value in catching the disc in these conditions when the ground is greasy. Personally, I don't like ever seeing the disc hit the ground if it's a pull or anything, so it's like transition to man now, inside out. Owen Shepherd takes it high around about exactly on the halfway mark there. To Carlos on the outside, waits for it, puts it in front. Oh, very close to a D there. Hoss player comes down with the disc, 5-all. Okay, and Heads of State with the pull. All the points scored down that end so far. I guess there's absolutely no wins, so there shouldn't really be any turnovers. Into Jono Holmes, swings it out wide. Back to Jono. Back to this near side. Back to this side again. Nice line cut. Good take. Puts it out in front there. And the Hoss zone try to reset to force them backwards. Back to Jono. To the zone. Good vision there to see the hole straight through the middle to the end zone. Still on serve. Still only 1 turnover. 6-5 to Fyshwick. Right, Jono Holmes with the pull. Once again, they're letting the disc hit the deck, the Hoss handlers. Looks like they're running a little bit of a horizontal offense here by Hoss. And it goes to the end zone. Deep shot there. And Fyshwick get a very valued turnover, the 3rd turnover so far today. Right, Jono Holmes with the disc. Fyshwick with the opportunity to work it down the field to get the first break. Can the defence line convert? Right, deep back into the end zone. Swing. Jono Holmes again, puts it out in front. Be quite relaxed with the disc so far. Oh, and a hand block. Hoss get it back again, causing turnover number 4. Put to the end zone. Oh, not even Carlos can get there. And that's another turnover. And Fyshwick will get another opportunity for the break. Jono bringing the disc to the line. Break down the line. Jono looking for the power position. There it is. And the disc goes up. It's floating a bit. The D's closing. Oh, great defense. Great to close that distance and cause the D there. Okay, and Hoss start again down this end. Looking to hold their break. Once again, Fyshwick putting quite a lot of defensive pressure on. Great long throw there by Owen. And then Carlos hustling into the end zone. Hoss hold the break, 6-0. Same here. Makes me better. Or makes everyone else worse. Here with Carlos from Hoss, who's just saying they like playing with the wind. Opens up a much wider array of tactics and options. So Fyshwick working it down. Puts it out, Jono home on the swing. Warwick Shepherd. AJ with the disc. Swing back to Jono Holmes, touching a lot of the disc this point. Out on the break side, Warwick Shepherd in the middle. AJ with the disc. Puts it to the end zone. Jono takes it, not quite in yet, trying to tow it forward. Jono. Back to Jono. To the line. Too easy. Fyshwick score. 7-6, 1 point and 1 break away from half at this stage. Right, Fyshwick with the pull. Big outside in, goes a long way out. Is it going to come back? Yes. So it's a bit hard to judge that far sideline from here. Looks like it was in all the way. Hoss with the disc. Fyshwick putting their junky puppy fence 4-man wall type defense on. They get past the wall. Good hustle back by Fyshwick. Lots of looking around going in that wall. They're just happy to just give those little resets. Back through the middle. Lots of sideline talk to the defence here. It's like Hoss just happy to pass it around. There's a hole through the middle in front of the fence. The fence gets back out to Carlos. In the corner, takes the goal. Heads of State, very smart team, very good at dismantling zones and things, as I showed there. Right, Hoss with the pull. Fyshwick with an opportunity to take half if they score this point. Everything's still on turn. Fyshwick have had the most opportunities to get a break, with 2 opportunities a couple of points ago. But Hoss were able to hold. Nice flick for some metres there. That's Big Tom. So down the line, hold, swing back out, and that's a turnover. And it gets put up to the end zone, just a bit too far. That was a great opportunity for Hoss to take half, but couldn't quite get it in the end zone afterwards. May look back at that and wish they'd been a little bit more chilly. Okay, AJ in the backfield. Oh, another turnover straight off the bat. Now Hoss with the opportunity to be chilly. Fyshwick will really want this D. They don't want to give up half with the break. And that's a very astute timeout call by Hoss there. Give them an opportunity to have a chat about this in such an important juncture of the game. All right, back in after the timeout. Hoss with the opportunity to set a play. Jono Holmes, cover, swing. Break to the outside, caught a little bit behind the player there. Big Tom stumbles over trying to get the mark on. Back out in front, still Hoss being patient. Break, close to the end zone now. Really looking for an opportunity to score here. Bit of a lull in it. Oh, Big Tom close to a thing. Inside out. That's the first break. That's a goal, and that's half to Hoss, and they're a bit excited about it. Hoss take half with the first break, 8-7. Right, Jonathan Holmes with the pull. Nice pull there. Down in the corner, and the defence is right on. Fyshwick will be very keen to get a break back after losing the first break to Hoss after the half. Oh, good defence. Great jump up there by Jono Holmes. But that's a goal. The heads of state and they consolidate their break. That's 9-7. Alright, Hoss with the pull. There's really still no wind to speak of. Beautiful ultimate conditions. The sun's out. Grass is probably a bit drier now than it was earlier. Should see less and less slipping as the day goes over. Great grab in the backfield there to save the turnover. It's not the spot you want to give it away. Tom with the disc out in front. Jono Holmes on this near side. Puts it to the end zone. Warwick Shepherd. Oh, fantastic defence there. Just great closing speed and awareness to get their hands up to do that one. Right, and Hoss bring it to the line. Lots of movement deep. Swing across to this near side. I should point out, very spirited game. I don't think there's even been a foul call so far, or a pick call, or any sort of call for that matter. Good respect between these two teams, I'm sure. Hoss continue to work it down to try and get another break and really take this game away from Fyshwick. Oh, and there's a turnover. Hoss get it back again. I think that's Brev with the disc. Jono in the end zone. Takes the grab. Fyshwick get it back. Saving that turnover, and it is now 9-8. Right, I believe that's Big Tom with the pull. Fyshwick chasing the break. Down 1 point. Going to need to get a stop to get back in this game. There's been very few turns so far today. Most of them coming in 1 point. Almost as if it's contagious where lots of sideline talk. And there's a call. Most likely a pick call, I guess. It's near side to the end zone. Hard one to read. Oh, it's really tough catching those when they come over your shoulder there. Got to take them though. Now Fyshwick with their opportunity to get back into it. Big Tom working hard. It's not Big Tom on Polos. Oh, fantastic recovery there. Fantastic layout there to recover it. Consensus is that it was still in. Great toe drag there to keep the disc alive. AJ and Carlos, that's a great matchup there. AJ always works hard. Carlos close to it there, no marker. Carlos jumps back on the mark. To the end zone. just in front of the end zone. Fyshwick, who's going to cup? No one hitting this front side. Big crossfield throw to Jonathan Holmes, and the defence comes across and takes it. It's always tough when the disc is in the air so much. Gives the defence a look, and Hoss will slow things down and try and keep this point. I say a beautiful day today in Canberra. Got some thunderstorms last night just to green up the grass overnight and soften up the ground for layouts, and marvellous conditions, you could say, today. Some discussion about where the proper place is to bring the disc in. Swing straight away. Brings it out this near side. Very high stall count, and there's a D. And timeout called there. Very, very good timeout. Close to the end zone in a spot where Fyshwick have to have the D. Just add those timeouts out after half, and that's... Right, always interesting shenanigans during timeouts. Teams trying to stop people eavesdropping, other people trying to see if they can work out anything through the noise. Hoss survey the Fyshwick setup. Now once the offense is set, the defense get to walk in. And set up. Big opportunity for Fyshwick here to draw level again. What do they have up their sleeve? It's Hempel with the disc. I think we're ready for play. Hoss definitely on their toes. There it is. Big time in the back of the end zone, and Fyshwick bring it back to 9-all. Great effort there, good tactics. Great timeout call there by Hempel, and Fyshwick convert. 9-all, we're all tied up. Exciting times ahead. Right, Jonathan home with the disc. Great pull. Good hang time on an angle. Once again, the disc hits the ground. Lots of energy on the Fyshwick bench. They got a lot of energy back after obviously getting that break back. Inside out break. Makes some good meters crossfield to Carlos. Swing. Oh, just out in front. Over the fingertips to the end zone. Good effort there by the D, but Heads of State convert, and that's 10-9. And the pull goes up by Hoss, who lead 10-9. Fyshwick are going to need a break to win this game. So status quo means Hoss will win. Jono, ages of time in the end zone. And that's a great long jump in there by Andrew Jackson. Very fast point there by Fyshwick to bring it back to 10-all. All right, Fyshwick with the pull. Looking to get that break they need to win. Looks like we're probably going to have a game to 15 at this rate, because at the rate they're scoring, they're going to beat time cap. Very high scoring game. I think the first 10 points were something like an average of 2.5 minutes a point. Owen Shepherd with the disc. Up the line. High stall count. Must be very high. So that's back to 0. I think he called fast count twice, according to what can I hear, which is a foul, and back to 0 if the player doesn't drop the stall count. Good swing there. Disc to the end zone. Carlos, Owen, just off the fingertips. Great defensive effort there to get there between the players and cause the turn there. All right, Fyshwick with an opportunity to get a break. Oh, Blady over the top. Oh, there's a pick call there. And I believe that should stay with Mortimer number 3 there. And the disc goes back. So obviously it wasn't continuation, so obviously someone heard the pick and stopped before, and that actually affected the play. Okay, so it looks like the pick was on Hempel for deliberately impeding the other player getting a play on the blade that went over the top. That's a good one for the technical rules people. I think they contested foul or something like that. Right, good job getting the disc off there. Warwick Shepherd, forehand down the line. Back to the middle. To the end zone. Big Tom's out there. Oh, fantastic defense. Gets up over them all and fingertips it out the back. And Heads of State still a chance to hold. Okay. Nice inside out break there to the end zone. Carlos, he's got that covered. Teammate stream past. Carlos looking for a sideways throw. Good defense there by Fyshwick. Owen to the close to the end zone line. Dump back to Owen. Good person to have the disc in this situation. Not many people cutting. Swing. Timeout on 1 called by Carlos. Wasn't much opening up in the end zone there. That's probably a pretty good timeout call. All right, Carlos to bring the disc in after this timeout there. Straight vertical stack from Fyshwick. Break throw. Not in yet. Push pass. Owen. Heads of State hold. That's 11-10. Big point in the context of this game. Okay, Heads of State with the pull. Looks like we've got a cracker of a game. Oh, and I think that's the first pull that's gone out today. And that'll be a brick. All right, Fyshwick, bring it to the brick mark. Move this in. Just goes out. Jono Holmes in the deep. And that's the score for Fyshwick. Bring it back to 11s. Right, and there's time cap going in the background. Jonathan Holmes puts the pull up. 11 all. Finish this point. And then the time cap rules will come into place, which I believe is finished the point after that. So it's quite possible we could end up with a draw, according to my understanding of that. Whether that's the same in power pools or whether they need to play to a result, we'll see. Great D, full field D by Fyshwick here. Owen gets free on the underside, puts it up deep. Jono. Okay, Jono explained there, incidental contact. But I think they're both happy to contest it. Jono looked like he had prime position to have a crack at that. But obviously when the feet get tangled up. All right, so there you go, contested foul. So the Hoss player saying, but I would have caught it and called a foul. And Jono saying, well, if I hadn't caught it, I would have called a foul because he was tripped. So it was probably the fairest thing that it goes back here. And play will be reset. Right, hammer across to Carlos from Owen Shepherd. Dump back to Owen, marked by Mortimer. Disc very low, forehand air bounce to the end zone. And that's a turnover, big turnover in the context of this game with time cap having gone. And Hoss will need to get this back to win the game. And if Fyshwick score, that's going to make it tough. Bit of brinkmanship on the mark there. Big Tom to the end zone, but that's too far. Way out in front of Andrew Jackson there. And not even him with his zippy speed can get on the end of that one. And Hoss have the disc again. Floaty, Deed, the D floats down. The old catch a D adage. In front of Carlos, going for it. Will he close? Oh, huge layout. But didn't stick. Did amazingly well to even close and get a hand on that. Mortimer bringing the disc up. Carlos on the mark. Bit frustrated after not coming down with that layout. The old hand banging the ground expression of that. Swing to AJ. Back in the middle, Jono Holmes. Still a bit slippery out there. I think after a long point, your cleats fill up with this loose grass that's around, and that makes it quite slippery. In front to Jono. Big Tom. Flick. AJ. Crossfield. Outside in. Just too far. And AJ expresses his frustration at that one going a bit too deep. And this looks like one of those points, folks. Hoss bringing it up to the mark. Big point in the context of this game. Both teams want desperately to win. Mortimer on the mark. Owen Shepherd. One of those low air bounce out to Carlos. Dishes to the side. Looking, not much going deep. Nice inside out there. Across midfield. Opportunity outside in. Big D required. Point. Hoss score. And that is 12-11 to Heads of State. I've just heard from Mikey Hatfield on the sideline, our magnificent TD, that it is 12-11, and it will be, when the time cap goes finish that point, add 1, will be game to 13. So if Hoss get a turn and score, they win. Fyshwick must get this point to take it to Universe Point. The last couple of Fyshwick points have been quite aggressive, very fast scores. Jono Holmes going deep, that kind of thing. So possibly something else like that might happen, although will they change their tactics now that if they turn it, it's so much more costly. Okay, deep in the end zone, good hang time. Fyshwick work it out. Nice swing out there. Heads of State. There's Jono with the disc. Very hot to the end zone. Out in front. Not in the end zone yet. Very close to a D. And I believe they've called a timeout. We're making a very small T with the disc to call these timeouts, but that's Fyshwick's last timeout. Okay, I apologise, that disc was actually called in. 12-all, and now it's Universe Point. And Fyshwick call a timeout. According to me, they don't have any left, but that's all right. Who's counting anyway? All right, we've got Universe Point here. One of the best things about Ultimate, you're never totally dead. There's always a chance to come back. And Fyshwick with an opportunity to win the game here. They have to get a defensive turn, so expect some very high intensity defense here. They've called their Universe Point line, their best defenders, who they think can run hard and get the turn. Jono Holmes with the responsibility of the pull. Jono Holmes calling the line. Looks like Hoss has gone with a small lineup, but a fast lineup. So look for them to be zippy. Good pull. Deep in the end zone. One hup to the handler. Lots of sideline noise now. Victory on the line. Owen Shepherd with the desk, marked by Mortimer. Under. Owen looking for the line. It's the highest stall count. There's the turn. Fyshwick with the disc, opportunity to score. Can they be chilly and walk it down and score to the end zone for the win? Goal for Jono Holmes, and Fyshwick win on Universe Point. What an amazing game. Very great defense there, very high stall count. Owen couldn't get free for the dump. And that's the end of the game. Very well-spirited game, very few calls. Fantastic, hard, intense defense. Good offense. And I think we'll be back in a moment with the ladies' final. So we hope you enjoyed that game. One of the better ones that we've filmed. And we'll see you at the next one.